guys, welcome to the Daily Driver. Today we're gonna talk about the Toyota RAV4. This is one of the most popular SUVs actually, and this one, spec like here, in the GR version is 61,000 euros, spec like this. And let's take a look of is she worth it or not. Let's take a look on the design first. As you can see, this is a Toyota's 5th generation design. I mean, they have right now the new generation, which looks very different. We have here really nice headlights, full LED, LED blinker, LED fog lights, Toyota emblem, very flat one. Behind that we have radar guided cruise control. Of course, the GR badge, park distance control on the front. On the side we have 19-inch wheels. These ones are specific to the GR version. Wrapped around those black wheels are the Bridgestone Alenza 001 tires, summer tires, with quite decent sidewall, which makes a really comfortable drive. Blacked out mirror caps, physical door handles, which is today quite unique thing. Fuel cap, and at the rear we have quite classy design, I have to say. We have full LED brake lights. We have LED rear lights, LED fog lights, and if you can see here we have a halogen blinker, which is also quite unique for a 2025 car. The RAV4 badge, the 4 is blacked out, and that is because of the GR trim. It's a PHEV, which means plug-in hybrid. On this side you have your charge port, plug-in hybrid, C-plug, yeah. Port is a little bit flimsy, Toyota cheaped out like there. And I think the design looks really nicely, and it's quite polarizing design. It's not really that flat or something like that, but it looks very, nice lines and very boulder or something like that. Alright, we have talked about the design of the car. Let's talk about actually what is under the hood, and let's start by the brakes. Toyota RAV4 GR plug-in hybrid has a 2-piston brake caliper at the front, 1-piston brake caliper at the rear. Quite massive brakes actually for a hybrid. The GR has different suspension actually. It's way stiffer. The suspension tuning of the dampers is also a little bit stiffer than a normal car, and that means you will have more stabilization at higher speeds, like above 80 kph. That makes even your drive about, let's say, drempels or stuff like that, way more compliant. Alright, let's talk about the engine actually. You're looking here at a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. It's an Atkinson cycle engine. The name of the engine is the A25 FXS, and it's in a lot of Toyota models actually. You can find this engine from a Highlander to a RAV4 to a Corolla. In lots of engines you will find them. Take some detailed look on this. You can see over here actually, you can say hello to it, an EGR system. This is quite unique for gasoline cars, but like some diesels, we have it. The engine has Toyota's famous D4S system. D4S stands for direct and ported injection. You can see over here, you can see the ported injectors right above here. The direct injections you cannot really see because they are below the intake. It has also dual VVTi, variable valve timing, but the intake side is actually electronically controlled. A lot of engines have only hydraulic control. You can see over here a little servo. That is actually for your VVTi system to electronically control your intake valves, and your exhaust valves actually, they are just regularly hydraulically controlled with the engine oil. And over on the right side is where the hybrid part comes in. You are looking here at the inverter converter assembly. This car has also 2 electric motors generator. The first electric motor generator sits below the inverter converter in the transmission, and the other one is on the rear axle. First electric motor makes 184 horses. It's quite a bit. And the rear electric motor makes 54 horsepower. Not a lot, but well, quite a bit. Combined power with all of those engines is 306 horsepower and 580 Newton meters of torque, which is quite peppy for a car like this. RAV4s have never been so fast like this one actually. Now, as you can see, lots of hoses and stuff like that, but we have also some simple things. Washer fluid for your window, really easy, you can fill it like that. Never touch this because you have actually two cooling systems over here. This car has a heat pump system, and one is for the battery coolant. That is this one actually, the battery coolant. And this other one is for your engine coolant. Toyota really says you have to service it in every 100,000 kilometers or 60,000 miles. Let the dealer do it. And never touch it by yourself, because if you messed it up, your warranty goes out of the window and you are done. And let's talk about the transmission actually of the car. The car has an eCVT transmission, which means an electronically controlled CVT. But regular CVT has pulleys and belt, and the belt snaps, and you know, like all those old Nissans. This is very different. You don't have any belt, you don't have nothing like that. You have here actually the planetary gear set. Counts actually the turns of the engine and turns of the wheels, and that counts like together, and on the way that you will make your car driving actually. It's quite simple, it's really reliable. And Toyota actually has two of those transmissions, the P710. That one you can find in the regular Toyota hybrid, and in the plug-in hybrid you can find the P810, and that is a way more beefy one actually, which can handle way more torque. And that one is over here. Alright, I have talked about that this car is all-wheel drive, and it is, but it's an e-all-wheel drive. That means it's electronically all-wheel drive system. That means there is no mechanical connection between the front and the rear wheels. There is zero connection, only some software actually, and a real electric motor, nothing like that. The power distribution can be split from 0 to 100, that means you have full 100% torque on the front wheels and you have 0 on the rear wheels. And that is actually when you're normal driving over asphalt, stuff like that. If you go to the off-road actually, you can even do power split like 80-20. That means you have 80% of all the torque to the rear wheels and 20 only on front wheels. What's also quite nice about this all-wheel drive system, this car has a limited slip differential which can actually lock itself. And then it works like actually if you have the really locking differential. You don't have one, but the slip differential can do it. And that makes it very capable off-road as well. We have talked about the technique of the car. Let's take a look at the interior. Electronic tilt lift gate, very slow one actually. As you can see, quite a bit of space. You have this, actually you can really roll everything up to have more privacy like that, which is quite nice. It rejects really nicely. You can even pull it out like this, which is also very nice. You can see the drone battery is being charged, and you have regular 220 volt accu actually with 150 watts of power. Regular 12 volt. Toyota gives you very nice back for all your charging cables, as you can see over here. You have two of them. This one you don't get from the factory, this one I bought myself. And the other one actually is over here to plug your car in the normal socket. If you plug your car into normal socket, it will charge actually like 8 hours, because you have 18.1 kilowatt hour battery in this with 96 cells. That's quite long charge. If you do a public charging with this one, that is like 2.5 3 hours. As you can see, we have quite a nice space. Below this you don't have lots of space actually, a little bit for your stuff like glue kit and everything, but nothing more than that. Now over here, JBL subwoofer, and this is actually the boot space. Let's take a look at the rear seats. I'm sitting behind myself, and I have lots of space over here actually. It's quite spacey, even above my head. It's quite spacey. Rear passengers sit here quite comfortably. You have nice cup holders over here. Armrest, quite comfortable. Rear vent for the passengers. Heated seats on the outside. You can even retract this actually, like this. You can sit slightly more upwards. That is the rear space of the RAV4. Alright, now I am behind the wheel actually in the RAV4. As you can see, quite spacious, nice cup holders to fit your dopper. Even a big bottle will fit. You have quite a bit of space. Over here you have space. In this LED, at night it's nicely lit up. Glove box, nicely damped. Not a lot of space actually, but still something. wireless charger over here for your phone. Armrest, quite deep one, lots of stuff. Don't look at the junk, but you know, it's a daily driver. That means it's getting used well. You have even this cubby for all your stuff. Ashtray. This is actually an aluminium ashtray, and it's a €50 dealer accessory. You know that. And I don't even smoke. You have even cubby right over here next to my arm. Garage key fits really nicely in it. Cubby over here. I mean, qua ergonomic space, is it really nice. Let's talk about the steering wheel. Heated steering wheel. It's leather wrapped. Nice tactile buttons actually with it. Have nice click. Pedal shifters. Blinker. Feels really nicely. You have digital gauge cluster in front of you. You can there actually do some stuff with it, like your speed and what does the hybrid system and what does the all-wheel drive system, map, compass, what kind of music you are playing. You can customize it to your needs actually. It's really tough to customize it. You need to actually take the instruction book with you. 12-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. As you can see, works quite responsively. It's really nice. Apple CarPlay looks nice. The Toyota map is actually really good as well. Really responsive. I mean, it doesn't lag. Toyota have done this really well actually. I have to say that. Physical dice for your HVAC system. They feel really nice. They have like rubber style clickage, but they feel really good. Heated seats. Physical gear knob. And here have you drive modes. Over here you can set your car into Eco, Normal, Sport, Trail, Auto, EV or HV, or even a charge mode. I think this is actually it for the interior. I have no sunglasses cubby because I forgot actually to spec that. As you can see over here, just a normal mirror. And if I switch, it's a digital one. Let's talk about two important things today. And that is actually the application of the car. The Toyota has a nice application for remote access to your vehicle. You can see your state of charge of your battery and how much fuel you have actually in the tank left, how much you have driven with the car. As you can see, I have done 5,031 kilometers. It's also my daily driver. And I will scroll slightly. I can start the climate control, which is really nice, but you can start it actually in a freezing morning and you can let everything actually defrost and you will hop in, nicely warm car, which feels really great. You can see if you have done your maintenance well, check engine light, stuff like that. It's Toyota. I don't think this will happen, but sometimes you never know. And your hybrid coaching, that shows how good you are. Now, 86 score, I think I'm doing quite well. You have also see where the car is, notifications, and user profile. And other thing, the key. It's a really nice key actually. It's the same key. This key is also used in the new Toyota Land Cruiser. On the Land Cruiser key says Land Cruiser and here it says RAV4. I don't know if you can see it really well. Nice key, nice weight on it. You have even the physical key, as you can see over here. I will pull it out. Physical key. That means if this one is actually empty, you can stuff it in your car and also drive away. Alright guys, if we have talked about the exterior, technique, the interior, let's take it for a quick spin. As you can see, nice 360-degree camera actually. Have a look. Nice lines. You can see that we're not gonna hit a Tesla. Now we are driving in the hybrid mode actually, which means the car will switch between electric and gasoline engine. And I have lots of sun actually in my face. I will pop the sun visor down. Car is actually equipped with the radar guided cruise control. Let's turn it on. I think Toyota have done this really nicely. You just press one button like this, you do set, and everything has been now set. You can see I've taken my hands off the steering wheel and your lane keep assist is on, radar guided cruise control is on. I mean, that is really nice. And if you think, oh shit, lane keep assist, I don't like it because it actually pulls on my steering wheel, stuff like that, you can turn it off with just one button like here, press, and it's turned off, which is really nice. The radar guided cruise control has 3 steps. As you can see, far distance, medium distance, and short distance. How long are the distances? I think quite normal. Not something really special actually. It's quite aggressive on the braking. That means if the car in front of you brakes suddenly, the Toyota will just actually pull the anchor out of it and will almost come to a standstill, which is not actually very nice. Let's put it actually in the manual mode over here. As you can hear, the engine just turned on. The pedal shifters behind the wheel. And actually now you're gonna say, everyone, but this doesn't have a real gearbox. No, it doesn't. It's an ECVT, but it has simulated shifts. As you can hear, I will demonstrate it over here. We'll actually shift down, shift up, and shift up. I do just a nice pull over here. It's quite snappy gearbox actually. Let's do a little pull. I mean, those shifts are just actually for the fun. I mean, there's nothing actually happening, but the ECVT is just locking and unlocking the gears. That means it's not really like something special is happening over here. I have my rev counter actually in my head-up display. Now, how does it drive? Like Slightly Spirited, actually very compliant, really nice. The dampers feel really nice. The car feels really stable on the road, because even those batteries, these are quite heavy, and they sit right below us. That means the center of gravity is quite low of this car. That makes it really compliant and really well steerable. Steering inputs are really nice. In sport mode, it's a little bit actually heavier, but yeah. Let's put it in drive and do some eco driving. How is actually the consumption? No, quite good. I'm like filming today, and the car is lots of stationary and doing pulls and stuff like that. And we are managing 6.1 liters on 100 kilometers, which makes it really efficient actually. Really efficient. I even talked about the subwoofer in the rear. As you can see, this car is equipped with a JBL sound system. This system has 11 speakers, but you will find actually only 9. But in the rear doors are some combi woofer with tweeter speaker. So it has enough power. I mean, you can crank it really loud, which is nice. And I think it's even the purpose of this vehicle. So on the tier list of a sound system, I give it a B. Very nice B plus actually. Oh, the sun is blazing, Jesus. So yes, how are we gonna wrap this car? Now, actually, I think it's really good for its value. I mean, what I said already, it's 61,000 euros, a spec like this. You can even spec it slightly higher. That means you can get ventilated front seats, you can get glass panoramic sunroof, the cubby for your sunglasses. Yeah, that's the one. And yeah, then you're looking around 65,000 euros on a brand new car. Actually, you cannot buy this anymore because Toyota have now made a 6th generation for RAV4, which is also even more expensive than this one was. I think this was a very nice informative review of the car. Do I think, is it worth it? Yes, I think as well. I mean, it's still quite expensive car, but you get a lot of actually for your money, and that makes it really nice. You don't have a lot of compromises actually. It can drive quite quickly, it can drive economically. You have nice boot space, interior space. It looks quite nice, I think, but that's subjective. It can go even off-road, not really like rock climbing or stuff like that, but some dirt roads and stuff like that it will manage. That means I think it's a good car, and I can fully recommend it. Alright, thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.